let me welcome you tonight and apologize for being late. I'll take complete responsibility for it. It's been a very busy day at Georgetown. This morning we heard from President Obama. This afternoon in this facility we hosted the President of Latvia. And tonight the piece de resistance is Sheikh Fahad al-Salam al-Ali al-sabah. I want to give you a brief introduction and then turn it over to the Sheikh to speak with you tonight about the Kuwaiti context and engage you in conversations about the U.S.-Kuwaiti context. As I mentioned, my name is Rob Manuel, and I'm the Dean of the School of Continuing Studies. Our role at the school is to bring together conversations that blend the theory with the practice, that connect DC with the world. And if you listen to the agenda we had for today, you would put a couple of gold stars on us for being highly successful in that. It has been a truly wonderful day. I want to thank a couple people before we get started. The first is the director of the Center for Contemporary Arab Studies, Dr. Barbara Stowesser, who is seated over here for co-sponsoring the event with us and being an intellectual partner with us tonight. Thank you so much. The second is Tony Tambasco, the Associate Dean for our Graduate Liberal Studies program, and to our Liberal Studies faculty member, Ralph Nurnberger, who organized and facilitated tonight's event. Ralph is here, and Tony, I see hiding in the corner over there. Let me introduce you quickly to Sheikh Fahad. Sheikh Fahad is the son of Sheikh Salam al-Ali al-Sabah and a member of the Kuwaiti royal family. Sheikh Fahad is a voice in the Middle East who promotes progressive political reforms throughout the region, especially through expanded access to new media and increased citizen participation in governance. His passion for actively pursuing the development of Arab citizens' rights can partly be attributed to his experiences as a prisoner of war of Iraq from November 1990 until his release in June of 1991. Sheikh Fahad is the founder and president of the Fahad al-Salam Center for Dialogue Among Civilizations and Defense of Liberty, a leading non-governmental organization in Kuwait that's registered with the United Nations. Its mission is to combat ignorance by creating cultural bridges and by promoting citizen journalism. Its projects are designed to promote democratic reforms and to encourage citizen journalism through the use of new media technologies, enabling individual citizens greater freedom of speech. I should tell you on a side note that he has more than 14,000 friends on Facebook, so I have roughly 14,050 by the end of tonight. Sheikh Fahad is also owner of a Kuwaiti TV news channel, as well as the Future newspaper, which is published in Kuwait. In addition, he's held several high-ranking positions in business, government, and non-governmental organizations in Kuwait, including member of the Board of Directors of the Commercial Bank of Kuwait, Assistant Undersecretary of the National Guard for Information Technology and Services, and Director of the Public Authority of Agricultural Affairs and Fisheries. It is my honor to welcome His Highness Sheikh Fahad here tonight. Please join me in giving him a warm welcome to Georgetown.
Ladies and gentlemen, please first excuse me with my language. Maybe some words you don't understand, but I'll try to learn in the best university in the world. Just to tell you a secret before my speech, I came to Washington, D.C. at late 70s on a path to enter Georgetown University. But homesickness was stronger, and I stayed for 1 year before entering the university, and at the end of a year, I said, you cannot enter, at least you can remember that you tried and you did your best. It's always happened to me too. I mix my papers here, so please. I am honored to be here with you in such a remarkable historical city as Washington, and hosted by Georgetown University, one of the world's most important learning institutions. Thank you all for being here and for inviting me here today. This is the benefit of keeping your glasses in your pocket, so please give me a minute. Okay, this is good. Georgetown University has always set itself apart as a place that is driving transformation through education. For decades, the Edmund A. Walsh School of Foreign Service has promoted understanding among many different peoples and educated the next generation of global leaders. It is an inspiration to us all. I am Fahad Salim Al-Ali Al-sabah. As a member of Kuwait's royal family, I have been blessed with many unique opportunities. I have also faced significant challenges, including a time as a prisoner of war during the first Gulf War. This is when Kuwait was occupied. These experiences has contributed to a grand vision I have for the Middle East of the future, which is built on individual freedoms and universal human rights. Early this week, I proudly opened the Fahad Al-Salim Center for Dialogue Among Civilization and Defense of Liberty in New York. This was the result of a long-time dream. I grew up in a political family in Kuwait. Passionate, involved people who have been working toward a more just and equal society. They are my inspiration. So too was my undergraduate experience at Kuwait University, as I went to after the 1 year in Washington, where I was exposed to international human rights groups that gave me an entirely new point of view. All this led me to look beyond the Arab Gulf states to make an impact. It also gave me a new lens through which to view my own country and the way we treat our people. Because I was blessed with the ability to travel extensively, I have been exposed to views and beliefs different from those which I was raised. These experiences broadened my horizons and gave me a deep appreciation of the sheer number of different cultures that exist. I realized the common ties that run through us all. We are, in essence, a global family sharing this world as our home. Our cultural differences may create tensions at times, but we truly are united by our humanity and our desire to serve and make the world a better place for generations to come. My experiences has led me to one significant conclusion. Lack of education and extremism are the primary obstacles keeping us from obtaining a fair and rich world. For far too long, many countries in my region has been involved in war and chaos. Like the rest of the world, countries in the Middle East also suffer from poverty, bad social services, and weak economics. If we are to ever truly solve these issues, we must apply creative solutions that get all the root causes of the disease. My inspirations for the Center to promote research, thought leadership, sustainable social change, economical growth, and cooperation, not just in the Middle East, but here in Washington and across the globe. For years prior to the creation of this center, I focused my energies on contribution to social change and promoting justice. This led me out of Kuwait, my home country, to other regions struggling with issues of violence and terrorism. With this center, I hope to create a legacy that lasts beyond my own lifetime. Fighting global challenges. Most recently, for example, we have been involved in supporting the people of Libya continue their fight for democratic freedom, and we have helped the citizens of Japan overcome one of the most natural disasters of our time. Again, lack of education and violence are the two major threats to us as global citizens today. For most of history, they have stood in the way of human progress. By collectively focusing our energies on education, providing employment opportunities, as well as increasing social responsibility and civic engagement, we have a chance to allow our future generation to live productive lives of health and dignity. Education has always been the foundation upon which sound decision and strong societies are built. During the peak of Islamic civilization, science, research, and discovery were at the core of our society, and they are a model for us to follow today. Unfortunately, we have strayed from examples set by our forefathers. As a result, our people are suffering from lack of education and lagging behind on all fronts due to extreme poverty and corruption. Many Middle Eastern countries are the perfect breeding ground for those who are interested in building their own successful business